Alright, hey everybody, we are actually in the eye wall of a slightly stronger Ada. It is unbelievably whipping here. We are crazy rain. I'm tucked in the truck here perfectly.
Storm clouds moving in.
But man, I got some video footage. Crazy. Let me see if I can get outside. Let me see if I can. You just wouldn't believe how much rocking the truck is doing. Oh shit! Oh, crap. I lost my damn door on
Then it's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way
We're in the eye of Ada here in Key Largo.
it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry
Tremendous
about the
amount of
that they try to hide.
wind coming in.
Just click on Mike's page. Drunk Donkey
Currently,
Nationwide.
I'm semi-protected here by my truck, so no worries. But
Well, the always be some they don't understand. Mike's got
semi-protected. I don't want to get the camera wet.
100,000 more
And the trees beside me are completely sideways.
If you wanna know it first and you wanna know it right and you wanna have time to wait.
I'm not sure what the gusts are, but definitely this is a tropical storm. I think we're seeing a little higher gusts.
Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm, or if it's gonna be a hurricane.
I got the back turned right now
Don't
and
you worry about the news others try to hide.
trying to keep the camera from getting wet.
Click on Mike's
We're in Key Largo.
Drunk Donkey Nation.
We're in the eye of Ada.
Yeah, here in Mike's page. Drunk Donkey Nation. Right.
All right, I'm gonna look at. Hey, good morning, everybody. What's up? We're live. That was the Eye of Ada. Must have said it a few times during that. So, hey, good morning. That was down in Key Largo back in November of 2020. 2 years ago. 2020. How about that? Hey, so we got the tropics officially started with Invest 90. What do you think about that, Louis? Can you believe it? We are in routine mode now. Tropics watching 24/7. I go to one stinking softball game, and 2:30 I get on the phone, and we have a yellow circle yesterday from our golf blob. So we're going to talk about that. What's up, Eric? Good morning, Sindel. Good morning, Loretta Reed. Good morning, Kathy. Mary. What's up, Harold? Hey, John Ferguson down in the beautiful Cayman Islands. You're an island boy. Morning, Anita. What's up, Shelly Ross? Joel, that was pretty lame. My extreme adventures. One of these days I'll... I've been in 5 named storms now, believe it or not. I actually was in Category 4 Ida. The truck has been in 5 named storms, so I can't get rid of my truck. So Terry Murphy sending me peaches. That means you're from Georgia. Georgia peach. Good morning, Casey. Janine Netherland. What's up there? Reckon Amy McCall giving me the finger. What's up, Chris Roth? I heard a rumor you might be going on the cruise. And John Ferguson. Our cruise is getting going. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning. Janie, good morning. What's up, Ruth from North Carolina? You got a little bit of Invest 90 coming your way. We got Invest 90. Can you believe it? Not to Cleveland, Erica. Sorry. What's up, Jim Parker? Good morning. Davie, Florida. Cowboy Town. Darcel Wright. Another cowboy town. I drove down to West Palm Beach for the Governor's Hurricane Convention, and we went through Lake Wales. There's a Rural King in Lake Wales, and there's a lot of ranches in the middle part of the state. Oh, my dog is so chill. I know, Katie. So we're gonna do a dog a day. The other dog's with Emily. There's testing going on this week, so Emily's actually still here. So she's got Hunter. I said, which dog do you want today? It's supposed to be Hunter today, Louie. You're getting BOGO airtime. You had BOGO airtime on Friday. This is supposed to be Hunter's Day, not your day. He's actually not real. He's just a stuffed animal. Wouldn't that be funny? All these years I told you Louis was a real dog and he's actually just a stuffed animal. He doesn't really do much. He's so awesome. I say good morning, everybody. This is our Daily Brew, Mike's Weather page. A lot of people are coming back. We appreciate that. We did stream all winter long, but obviously tropics are the busy time. So we're back at it for another year. Been streaming from what year, Shelly? I have no idea. We've been streaming live. Ever since Facebook started this, we've been streaming live. So the website was born in 2004. I've been on Facebook since 2009 and got a cool little following. So welcome. Welcome from Belize, Justice. All the cool kids, John. Yep. Man, I'm actually excited about the cruise. Holy cow, man. You guys are going to get tired of me talking about it, but man, we had so much fun on the MWP cruise. I'm not going to go over it too much today, but there is a link on there. And man, it's bad to look forward to something so far away. So, hey, as always, big shout out to our big supporter here of our Daily Brew, ABC Fine Wine and Spirits here in Florida. 4 years now, 4 tropical seasons they've been supporting our page. So big thanks to them and all that they do for us. And thank you to all the MWPs out there that support ABC because they see it. They know their customers like Mike's Weather page, and that's what it's all about. So appreciate that. And unfortunately, they're only in Florida. But you can cross the border in Georgia. You just can't truck cords across Texas lines, snowman. All right, so here's the deal. Check it out. Tropical Tidbits is back for another season. Look at that. Tropical spaghetti models are back. So this is Invest 90. Can you believe it? It's over land right now. So it's always weird. You know, the first crayon of the year, we've been anticipating it. Lo and behold, it was our golf blob. Blobs and spinach, right? We got a shirt that says blobs and spinach. Golf blobs need to be watched, and it indeed panned out. Golf blobs create low pressure, and there you go. Who else has a shirt called Golf Blobs? I watch blobs. Well, we were watching blobs and spinach, right? Look at that. I watch blobs and spinach. So all weekend long, we seen this blob out there in the Gulf, and it indeed turned into a little something. And never got named, obviously, 10%. There's still a lot of wind shear, but a lot of y'all felt like tropical storm. Trust me. Who wrote it out last night? I had a lot of people chiming in that said it was windy. We had Panama City yesterday. Panama City Beach had an initial squall line early in the day. It was massive. I filmed or was watching it. The Panama City Beach webcam pier. Man, they got hit. And then there was another one out there as our tropics got going. And I posted early this morning. I don't know if you saw it or not, but my goodness, the spinach. Look at this. This is overnight radar. But this was legit. Let's see if I can make it bigger. There we go. Look at that. That was legit spinach. So if you were to argue like a landfall, it would either be, it's probably the tip of Mobile, between Mobile and Pensacola. But look at that sucker, man. There was a few radar frames that looked like it had an eye. So, you know, we watched this thing all weekend. Look at that. So it's still got some power. So the living in real time right now, the Storm Prediction Center just put this out. So it's important to show this. This is through 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock hours Eastern. But this these feeder bands, not squall lines, feeder bands could still produce a possible tornado or two today, right now, this morning. So pay attention to your radar. These feeder bands are coming in off the Gulf of Mexico right now and definitely can create some havoc this morning. Here's a live look at the radar, and you can see these feeder bands right here. So there they are, these little guys right here, trucking their way up towards Atlanta and off the Gulf. And we got a lot more brewing out here too. These little tails. Windy too, Terry. All right. Bill Barber, send more rain. What's up, Houston? Is that Tariq Peters? Cool, man. 3-year anniversary. Awesome. I notice our badges are back. Sometimes Jason Triplett says he's a robot. David's on his 7th cruise. And Shelly said she felt like she was moving for like a month. Cottondale got a little rough, Renee says. Central Florida, Perry, steady rain for about 3 hours. Yep, you know, you're in that Perry, Georgia. I'm not sure where that one's at, but I'm sure you're in one of these little trains. What's up, Trent Hogg? How's old Palm Harbor? One more week, Trent Hogg. Emily, you up? Yeah. she got testing today. Don't walk by naked because I'm live. She doesn't walk naked in the house, trust me. She's 16. Actually, you wouldn't be able to see her anyways. But that's all I need to do is get flagged online for that. All right, so so let's talk about one thing before I forget. All right, so everybody's asking, was this what the GFS was hinting at? All right, so we're going to go back to tropical tidbits here. So, yes and no. So, all last week, we were talking about this tropical wave. Let's go to a different map here real quick, because I got to show you something really interesting. So, this is basically what we were talking about all last week. So, all last 2 weeks now, we watched a tropical wave come across, and it went into Central America. But there was always this juice pole that was going to get pulled up, and that is exactly what happened. It is so cool. We were watching a lot of Precipitate Water Maps, remember? We were talking about a sheared system that possibly could just, spread rains off from center. There was one model. Let me show you this now. If you watch our lives a lot, we know that I like the Icon and I like the Canadian model. The Icon, this is the Icon model. This was last Tuesday, okay? Last Tuesday, the Icon picked up on this moisture getting pulled up into the Gulf of Mexico. And look what it showed. This is Saturday, Sunday. This was predicted last Tuesday for yesterday. So it was almost 5 days out. But the Icon nailed it. Look. And this is what it predicted for Monday morning. Right here. Boom. Amazing. The Icon. This was the 17th. It predicted this for today. Now, it didn't do it every run, but it did constantly show moisture flow up like that. So, man, the Icon, I'm telling you, that's why we look at all the models. There you go. So, props to the Icon. Icon 1 GFS Zippo. All right, so the rest of the day, right above me is current satellite, by the way. Rough in Pensacola, Mark says, yes, I know. We had tornado warnings this morning in Georgia. The volume is a little low. Thank you, Miguel. I need to turn it up the notch a little bit. Turn your volume down. Man, I always mess something up. And by the way, we got cheers to Louie. Louie, the original Frenchie. Lightning, go Lightning. Icon is the man. Morning, Eric. All right, so it's important to note the rest of today, we could see some nasty weather. I want to pull that up because this is happening real time. Some of this convection. Let's go to weathernerds.org. So by the way, real quick, now that we got our page up, check this out. So if you're new to the page, when we have a storm, we have the Daily Brew here, obviously. I got my little shameless plug on the cruise right there because it's fun. All the storms are going to be right here. Invest 90, spaghetti models, tropical tidbits, spaghetti models, intensity models, and then Weather Nerds has real-time floaters. And floaters are not what you think. Floaters are not those things on the bottom of a portalet. No. Floaters are designated satellites that move along with the system. So what's cool about Weather Nerds is he's got the visible satellite, infrared satellite, lightning. The yellow dots are lightning. I get that question a lot. So thanks. And by the way, there was a little weather drama last week in the weather world. Levi, who owns Tropical Tidbits, and Matt, who owns Weather Nerds, gives me permission to have their logos on the site because I use them a lot. So that's why I constantly share their URL. It's kind of like a partnership in a sense. So anyway, anybody out there wondering, we are a team, and they are okay with using their stuff. So before any haters out there say you're stealing. So anyway, there's that. All right, so the rest of today, we got to show you about this. And then we got storms coming in the rest of the week, too. A little bit of stormy action we're going to have to watch for the Western Gulf on Wednesday. But let's go to Weather Nerds, and I want to look at the satellite imagery because we're going to see a lot of juice out there left in the Gulf that could come up. So that we could have some surprise storms here later. So there's two things we're looking at. One here is that we're going to be looking at this action heading up here, and as tropical systems are, the east side, tropical feeder bands, this is going to brew throughout the day, and some of the storms here are going to get a little stronger for the eastern parts of Carolinas later today and tonight. So we're still watching Invest 90. It's going to bring a lot of rain. Flooding chances are up, but this is the area here, and we're going to watch closely. The tail of tropical systems sometimes can linger and still produce storms. So if you're up here in the upper Gulf, particularly as our low gets going, as this goes here, this little guy's going to catch behind. I always think of the scene in Close Encounters of the Third Kind when you had those three ships that they were chasing in the middle of the night, and they were zooming around. And then at the very end, there's this little guy, like a little baby ship, was like, "Don't wait for me, wait for me." So these are the little guys that's going to tail along. And you remember over the years, hurricanes, we've actually had hurricanes the day after, hurricanes way up here. We still had, the tail of our system still producing strong storms. So that's what we're watching today. Upper Gulf later today, and then the East Coast. So let's look at some future radar. We still have a dot, believe it or not. Here's the NHC tropical update. Nothing in 5 days. As far as what's happening past this, we do have a tropical wave somewhere down here right now, and this, more than likely, most of the ensembles I'm going to get at are going to show action in the Pacific by next weekend. So long range, we're not seeing anything as far as organized. We'll get into that, but if you're curious about what's next, this little tropical wave here, which is on the surface charts currently, this little guy right here likely is going to cross on over to the Pacific and won't be a nuisance for Memorial Day weekend as far as tropics go. So, all right, future radar. Let's take a look at that real quick, and then we'll say hi some more. John, let's see. Let's do a dust map. All right, so did share some wink news stuff this morning. There were a lot of pictures of this dust over the weekend. Quite a bit, actually. Here in Florida, a lot of dust. This is the dust trail from the Saharan desert. So a lot of people were asking me, will it suppress rain? Well, it really kind of doesn't. It does a little bit. We had a flare up here, this Kelvin wave, and it's tied in with the MJO cycle, which we talk a lot about. But this little guy, I don't know if they've updated or not. It's not as enhanced as it was, but yesterday's we had a really enhanced pulse here of this convective MJO wave, and I don't know if you looked at the infrared over the weekend, but one time with the Gulf blob, it was just juicy, like incredible amount of juice in the atmosphere. So even though we had all this dust, we really didn't have. It's like we had one step forward, we had 2 steps forward, 1 step back with our Gulf blob. We had, yes, dust. That was the step back. But we had warm water and this MJO, which talked about all last week. The three things actually kind of panned out. Tropical juice got pulled up. Too much shear. A little bit of dust. But it also had this wave and warmer water, which that's 2 and 2. So that just blew my 2 and 1 theory. All right, anyway, long range on the dust map. So this is looking through the rest of today. This actually hasn't been updated, so let's see. Here we go. Here's through today. All right, so there it is. This is going into Wednesday, and kind of starts that. There you go, John. So there you go. This is Wednesday into Thursday. So that's the dust in the atmosphere. Obviously, it's the heaviest over the weekend. This is about current right now, but by Wednesday, Thursday, it really starts to lighten up. Now, there's our next plume setting up, but there you go. Completely gone, at least by the weekend. This is the 28th right here. So very little dust in the atmosphere by the weekend. And there's really nothing long-term coming. Look at that. So that was one big massive plume, and it's really nothing showing up until the next 10 days out, June 1st. Official start of hurricane season right here. June 1st, no dust. So there you go. It's slowly disappearing into outer space. So by the way, you guys, everybody, so we named our storm Alf last week. People said we should have named it. We did. So hey, but listen, by next week, I'll be gone a day, and floaters or shots on top of Flurs and Drinks, Cameron. Where's your mind is in the gutter. Stephanie from Georgia, what's up? South Carolina to have a mill. I believe there's an outside chance for a random tornado with these feeder bands. Yes. Cheers, Louisville. What's up, Jeff Brown from Port Richey? I wish I could say hi to everybody. I just don't ever get to. All right, so this is pretty important. We're gonna look at radar for the rest of today and see what the old what's cooking. I smell like Louis now. I keep looking down because I don't know. You know how dogs have that recognizable smell? I smell like Louis. We took them to the softball game yesterday, and they are not outside dogs. I brought a portable battery fan, one of the big ones, like a DeWalt, like a real one, and we were in the shade, and we had water, and they didn't like it very much. So they're spoiled inside dogs, no doubt about it. All right, here's the radar for today. And as you can see, let's just stop it. Let's go to noon time today. Noon. There's noon. All right, so by noon today, they're going to still have a little bit of feeder band action down here in New Orleans, possibly. Here's juice popping up through Tallahassee. There's a little spinach here showing up through Atlanta. There's the big surge heading towards the Carolinas. This is noon today. But as you can see, look, let's just go to 4 o'clock. Write that down. 4 o'clock, somewhere around here is our low. There's our bands, Raleigh, Durham, going through Charlotte. This is as early as afternoon. So these will be watched. Daytime heating, a little bit of dry in the air, you know. Sometimes these storms in the leading parts of these feeder bands can spur up quickie little tornadoes. So definitely, you know, watching the east side of this low pressure area. And here's that tail. This is what I'm talking about. There's Louisiana. Here's Florida. This is into this evening. And look, this is overnight almost. This is 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight. Storms reaching Virginia now. This is all from our Invest 90. Could be some strong lines here reaching middle part, eastern part of Carolina and Virginia. This is tonight, 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight. But look, man, still tailing. Look, still got that shot here of action coming up behind. So that'll be watched through the night. We could have a round of storms overnight. Mobile, this is late, almost midnight, getting close to midnight. Look, we could have storms in Pensacola overnight tonight, 1 o'clock in the morning. And it's only run, it's run a little farther now. So there you go. This is overnight tonight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Could have still some storms. And so there you go. That's the storyline. Then, what is this mess? All right, so there's the next system coming. So there you go. Could have some storms overnight for the upper Gulf Coast, bottom line. So it isn't over till it's over. These sometimes, you know, coming in off the Gulf of Mexico, you never know. They could have some surprise spinach. So just keep an eye on that through the night tonight for the upper Gulf. And that includes New Orleans, believe it or not. So this whole area right here coming in off the Gulf tonight. as our low moves on out of here. All right, so that's that. What do you think about that? Man. Let's take a look at some pictures from the weekend. So here's one picture from Weather Nerds. I gotta do this. I get if I ever forget to turn the dang notifications off, it's like a slot machine in our house. In fact, I probably got the damn desktop audio on now. Darn it! Hope I didn't ding you to death. Jamie, your message got blocked. I don't even know what you said. I tell you, you can't say anything. You gotta be careful. Flying iguana alert. So this was satellite imagery over Saturday, right? Man, we were watching this blob out here. This is this is where look at that convection though. Holy cow, man, that was like intense. Jacksonville had some pretty nasty storms over the weekend, man. So it was stormy. A lot of that to blame was that MJO. I'm telling you, and the warm water. We keep talking about that warm water, man. I got to do a new slide, but I'm doing a loop eddy presentation, part of my presentation. But the loop eddy, man, look at that. It's just warming things up, bringing in that warm Caribbean waters, man, and spilling it all through the Gulf of Mexico here. And you can see temperatures are on the incline, up, 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 up. Atlantic's still a little cool, though. Don't worry about the Atlantic early in the season, though. Here's a weekly anomaly map, and you can see what I'm talking about. So what's cool about this map, you can see the loop eddy temperatures right here. That's the loop eddy. Loop current, not really an eddy. The eddy is when they break off and spin. So anyway, there you go. Water's warm. We know that. All right. So Storm Prediction Center real quick, and then we're going to get into long-range tropics watching. So today we got another round of juice coming up. This is kind of a weird frontal line. It's not really typical, but so we're watching this part of the world today, and a little bit of tornado chance. See, we got a 2% tornado chance today across Georgia. And look, it's really, if this doesn't tell you tropics, I don't know what it does. Look, there's our low, right? Eastern side of low pressures are the ones to watch because they spin around the convection and feed off that dry air ahead of it and Gulf moisture. So tornado shots today, Carolinas and then Texas, and then tomorrow we have this starting to brew. It's inching its way a little bit eastward tomorrow. Little spot to watch tomorrow. Wind, hail, and then on Wednesday we get to the Upper Gulf. Now we're gonna have this get a little closer to more of our viewing audience, and we'll have to watch for this here along Texas and Louisiana again. Day 4 outlook, nothing yet. 5, 6, 7, 8. So nothing. So we got a lot of people watching. The next event is Wednesday, and that'll be, something to watch for that. Let's take a look at the Precipitate Water Map. We haven't looked at that in a long time. It's one of our favorite tropics maps right here. I'll just leave this run because I need a coffee break. Look at that. Look at that sucker out there. That's an upper level high or low. Rob just got hit in St. Augustine. We'll do a Memorial Day look here in a second. Bill in Lauderdale. What's up? What happened to my Zoom? Oh my goodness. I moved my Zoom somehow. How did that happen? I don't know if I did that or not. All right, so now we're back. All right, so this is the Precipitate Water Map. What was that? Oh, Emily. I forgot Emily's home. Emily, you getting ready? Yeah. Okay. I thought we had ghosts. So you can follow the moisture trail. This is basically what fed our little invest system here, and our next waves right here. And yeah, there you go. Got a little juice down there in Jamaica and Caribbean. Still heavy rain across Central America. That's clearing out. You can see spinach in the atmosphere right here. Look at this. That's for our low. You can definitely see a little spin in the atmosphere. Wild, isn't it? All right, Trent Hall going to Montana on Wednesday. Is that like the official end of school? Sounds like it. So yeah, I think I'd stop talking. But next Wednesday. No, what day is it? I can't even remember now. I'm flying out, so we're gonna miss next Thursday. I think it is Wednesday. Yeah, I fly out Wednesday. So Wednesday, we'll be live Wednesday for the official start of hurricane season, which is no big deal. It's the same day as any other day. And we won't be live on Thursday. So not like you'll miss me or nothing. I just put on Dr. Phil or something. Oh, visiting mom. Hey, there you go. I'm gonna do that here in a little bit too. I'll be hanging out with Tammy Kent and the crew from OSR and learning all about them. And man, the Governor's Hurricane Conference, again, storm chasing has taught me so much about learning about storm preps during storm, and most importantly, post-storm recovery and how much is involved from companies such as OSR that are your first responders that actually come in and do damage assessment and linemen, wire down, reporting, logistics support. I mean, these folks are the first ones on the scene, getting things back to normal. Amazing companies that I didn't even hardly knew anything about when I first started doing this spaghetti model stuff. So I'll be excited. I'm doing a nice convention presentation for them, and they also work hand in hand. I met this crew here, by the way. Remember we did our live tour from Houston a couple years ago, and met the fine folks here from Lodging Solutions, and they set up these portable tent cities overnight. And what's so fascinating, I don't think people realize, they bring in portable housing, portable beds, kitchens, toilets, linens. People will call up Lodging Solutions. This is all in a nutshell, basically. Let's say Florida Power, TECO says, hey, we need 5,000 beds. So they set up a tent camp. They're ready almost overnight, and they'll have, they cook, tens of thousands of meals a day from portable kitchens. They bring in, showers, restrooms, bedding. I mean, it's phenomenal. You don't even know these industries exist. Because thousands of people head up to these storms, and you don't realize the manpower that it takes to get things back to normal, But anyway, I'll be gone. That'd be good. So let's look at some long range stuff. So we know there's big storms possibly brewing. Let's take a closer look at what's coming today. Let's see if we got any really severe threat. I know they're talking about it. Matter of fact, let's see what the wording is today. So there's a marginal tornado threat from supercell isolated gusts. Let's see if there's any specific we could talk about, but no, just normal. Watch, just watch. Yeah, well, that's all from our storm. Thanks to our Invest 90 storm. All right, so we're going to go a little closer here to the HRR for later today. Let's zoom in on the Mid-Atlantic. We'll just do Southeast for now. Let's do Mid-Atlantic. Well, let's do this real quick. I want to see if we got any of these models actually. There is a little shear in the atmosphere later. That's the one indicator of shear, which could mean we could see some spun up storms possibly. There's a better look at it. So yeah, as the day goes on today, nothing really right now. This is interesting. This is noon, but let's look. These are shear indicators that show possible, tornadic possibilities. It's not guaranteed by any means, but as you can see, the Carolinas later this afternoon into tonight, as suspected, we could see as our low moves on. This whole area right here could see some stronger storms later tonight. So that's what I wanted to see on that, and it was true. I don't think Cape's really going to show us too much with this setup. A little tornado indices right here. See that later this evening? Into eastern Georgia, Carolina. So South Carolina, I'll be watching close South Carolina later tonight. for sure. Invest 90, Cindy, yes. Odds of Alex Allen, I don't know, man. I think we're running out of time. Long range, let's take a look at long range. So this was Invest 90, Cindy. First one of the season. Everybody say hi. Again, Tropical Tidbits, full swing here. No biggie right now. Obviously, it isn't going to develop over land, but that is our invest. And by the way, appreciate all the new app users. I posted this last night, and the app went down over the weekend for like an hour, so I apologize. I had a technical issue they had to fix, but that was only an hour long. But here's the app. So if you are an app user, look, see, everybody always asks me, what do you mean by a tab? Well, when we have a system, it doesn't want to focus very well, but right there I have Invest 90, the first button, and when you click on that, it has all the links that you might want for that storm. So make sure if you have the app, you got the discussion. Oh, I got to fix something here. No, that's just my eyes seeing double, I think. I officially am old. I had to enlarge my text on my phone this morning. And there you go, floater pages. I got the satellite imagery, spaghetti models, intensity forecasts, rain forecast, radar, all that good stuff. And you should have got a notification yesterday. As soon as we got our blob, I send out text notifications. So anyway, appreciate all the new people jumping on it. It does cost money, believe it or not. I didn't know running an app would be a full-time job. Shelly will tell you it's a full-time job. Just keeping that going. All right, anything else we can talk about? We can keep on trucking, but there's really nothing else to talk about. Let's talk about long-range stuff, I guess, real quick. And then, yeah, so I don't think we got anything brewing. So this is, this was a pretty surprise storm. I mean, I will admit, it is all from that tropical wave last week. 100%. It pulled up and brought in moisture. Look at that dust. Oh my God, that's Iraq. Well, Twitter, AccuWeather. Sometimes you gotta, I don't know, you gotta make sure you read. Hurricane Hunters tweeting away. I love Twitter. All right, so long range. Here's 3 days from now. This is Wednesday's surface charts. Here's that tropical wave. They expect this to just follow the monsoon trough here and end up into the Pacific. So the difference with this wave is it's trucking along pretty quick. It's really not associated with any gyre. And again, last week's moisture broke off and fed Invest 90. But as far as ensembles go, let's go to our buddy Levi's site. And these are free to use. We'll go zooming in here. So here we go. We're going to look at long-range tropics maps on the ensembles. And we will call it a day. I got Mama making coffee. She doesn't know I'm coming, though. She's like, get your eye looked at. She's messaging me. So I messaged her back a GIF saying no. But the eye's a lot better. Last Monday, holy cow, I don't know what happened last Monday, but I look like a zombie. Oh, hey, what takes more time to run the app or website? Well, the website kind of runs itself. But I always constantly, I'm always editing it, adding things, checking links, adding links mainly. Yeah, so they're both equal, Biggest upgrade this season is we're on a dual CPU server. Last year we were on a shared IP server. Now we have our own dedicated IP and dual CPU. So we should be even faster now. All right, long range. So we go to Tropical Tidbits, and we're going to look at our ensembles and new this season. If you didn't catch it, Levi added European ensembles now, which last year we didn't have that. So now we have European ensembles, GFS, and CMC. So we're going to look at lower level, main, center, low pressure areas, main surface. So what these are, I post them a lot. I don't like to make anybody confused. I didn't know what they were a couple years ago, to be honest with you. I didn't know anything about ensembles. I would share a scary GFS run and pick up a couple thousand likes, and I was like, wow, this is cool. Jim just earned a badge. We have no idea how the badges work. We have no idea. The website runs good. I'll tell you a story. I don't know if y'all heard this story. Hey, what's up, Bobby? How's it going, Miss Hurricane Harbor? I'll tell you a web story while we pick up old Bobby. Bobby chimes in from time to time. She's a hurricane veteran. She probably knows a lot more than I know, honestly. I love reading her wisdom. She's been posting all the way back from 2004. We both got started at the same time. Isn't that weird, Bobby? I started the website in 2004. But she has a daily blog. Make sure you like it, read it. I have it linked right here on the top of my page, Hurricane Harbor, if you like to read. But so back in the day, back in the day, I had the website tied to, and let's look for it. Let me pull it up here. This will be fun. Then we'll look at long range. Long range tropics. All right, so I think this is it. Maybe this is it. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, that might be it. All right, so here we go. Sorry, I just took your page down, Bobby. So this one, let's see if this comes up. Man, it's big. I gotta slow it down a little bit. 2011. So, oh yeah, 2008. Look at this. So 2008. Here's March. Just for fun. What did it look like back then? God, that's terrible. Oh, there it is. All right. So back in the day, I didn't even have this thing. I didn't have the domain name for a couple years. I ran it on the backside of another web page that I had, and so you couldn't find it. It was just /weather, and this is what it originally looked like. Look, this is hurricane season 2008. It's kind of looks the same, right? I mean, some of these graphics obviously aren't live anymore. I wonder if this one's live. I don't know if the links work. Web archive. Now it's going to be old. This is definitely old. Uh-oh, what was that? I don't like that sound. But that was it, 2008. So kind of looked the same. And we had an Invest 90. Look at this. Invest 90, 2008. Had links and stuff. That was it. Remember Boat US? I still use Boat US. Kind of looks the same. I still have that. This page was live. Anyway, all right. I don't even know where I was going with that. Who knows? All right, so we're going to the GFS here. These are long range ensembles, and then we'll call it a day. Thank you, Loretta Reed. Appreciate it. Gail says it was a fun night in Niceville. What I was going to tell you. I know what it was. So when I bought the domain name, that's what I was getting at. I went with Yahoo. Want to come say hi, everybody? No. Come on. Let them see who you are. No. I'll turn the camera. You got two choices. I'll tackle you. Put your head in there. You got Trent Hogg on here. He works at Eastlake. I know you're leaving. Pop your face in here real quick. Come on.
No. Bye.
Typical teenager.
Bye.
Bye. Good luck on your math. So when I bought the Yahoo name, the first real storm came along, and boom, I got an error. Everybody in the world got an error. It said, sorry, website temporarily unavailable. Well, on my end, it said that I had too much traffic, and it was an automatic generated safety mechanism with Yahoo because it thought I was getting backdoor spammed, and they protected me. But when I called Yahoo, they had nobody there that knew how to reset it. They're like, oh, it's an automated feature, and it'll come back online in 24 hours. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, we're in the middle of a hurricane. I can't lose my website. The website's everything. Social media is fun, yes. If I ever lose social media, listen, the website is everything. Just remember that. The website's got it all. And I'll always find a way to stream. You know, I'm streaming live on YouTube and Twitter now and Facebook. So there'll always be a way to stream. It's just the website. But anyway, so I got off of Yahoo, obviously, and that was terrible. They couldn't get me back. So what I had to do during the storm was I set up a new domain with GoDaddy at the time, and I was able to repoint the the DNS and all that good stuff to Point Live to another hosting site. So I was only offline maybe a few hours, but man, that was scary. So anyway, so now we spend a lot of money, so we don't have that happen. So, all right, so let's look at the ensembles. So now ensembles are great to look at because they're all the little different brains of the main models, and I'm trying to find out where the heck it's at. Where did I close it? I don't know if I closed it or not. And we always end up with too many tabs. We only crashed Chrome twice all last season. Can you believe that? So let's not break that record this season. All right, so the reason I like ensembles, I love ensembles. So we'll start out the Euro ensembles. So you go to ensemble member MSLP. So these are all the different little brains of the Euro, and the main operational run that everybody posts online are a combination of all the different brains of the Europeans. So the main Euro is cool to look at, yep. But in the early stages, it's a lot better to look at the ensembles because it gives you an idea. When the majority of the ensembles start to suggest something, and that was the problem with last week's GFS run. There was a little bit of support on the other ensembles, but there wasn't a lot of unity. There was a lot of unity that there was going to be tropical juice sliding up into the Gulf, and that was definitely picked up on, and I went with it because that's what I do. I like to post only when I believe in something. But anyway, all right, so here's what the Euro talks about. So we're going to see this thing. We're going to go to the weekend, and what you're looking for, that one's running now, 6C. We got to go to 00C. What we're looking at basically is this. So we're not really seeing anything. This is Thursday. Not even one stray member out of 51 are suggesting anything. Usually you get this wacky little outlier guy like, yay, I'm going to be the one. But we don't even have one, so doesn't mean it won't change. It just means that going into the weekend, look, a lot of European ensembles are saying, holy cow, man, the Pacific's going to get spicy. There's that one little Lone Ranger guy right here. There he is. There's always one outlaw. 1 out of 51. 151. That's alcohol. So anyway, there's Euro. Going backwards, let's look at the GFS, and we're going to look at the GFS ensembles. And as we get into Thursday, we'll go to Friday. Look at that big cluster down here. So what we're looking at here is a huge cluster of pressure areas, suggesting a majority of GFS ensembles are saying this wave is just going to keep on trucking. Man, what is all these noises? So there's a GFS, same thing, not suggesting really anything going north. I mean, there's now listen, this is, if you were to think like, okay, well, so here's next Monday, Memorial Day, right? Look at that, almost zero ensembles for the Gulf of Mexico. Now, in the past, we've seen a crossover over the years. I mean, so there's an outside chance some of these ensembles are saying, maybe this will end up pulling north. That's why you're seeing that down the road. But that's so far down the road, I wouldn't even go that far yet. But anyway, here's next weekend, next Monday. And then our last ensemble cluster would be the Canadians. And look, the Canadians are clustering things here on Friday, Saturday. And if you look at the long range Pacific here, let's go to the East Pacific outlook. Look, there we go. That's one clumper. I don't know if we're going to go 5 days yet. This is actually pieces of our wave. There's another one. This is down the road. So there you go, Pacific. I wonder, you could probably argue this is our main tropical wave that just kept on, there's what we had last night, but the main wave probably kept on going. Usually what happens early in the season, the monsoon trough line is so far south, these waves have a hard time getting picked up and bent upwards, so they end up keep on going out west. Go west, young man. All right, what is up? Let's look at some chats. Thanks, John, on the website comment. What's up, El Garage de El Pai? I have no idea if I said that right, but hey, you're in Miami. You're Floridian. 2004 was the year of Charlie France and Gene. Philip Morgan says, yep, that was the year, man. That was a big year. Ivan was also a big year. Ivan Richard, yeah, we had back to back, man. And which one did the loop? I can't remember. Was it Gene? Yeah, 21 tabs, Shelly. I'm looking at YouTube and Twitter chip. Yeah, Trent Hogg. Emily didn't want to go, man. Emily's got a little work to do in school. She's not on our good list right now. She didn't turn a couple of assignments in, and she didn't understand how. I mean, she's still 3.8 GPA, but could be better. But it's not. So, thank you, Vicky Hill. Good morning. You're welcome. Genie Loop. Yeah, let's take a look at that. By the way, let's take a look at that Hurricane Gene, because I was in Hurricane Gene. It was in Pasco County. Here's our loopy doopy. Loopy doopy. Loopy doopy. There's Gene. There you go. So let's pull it up. And there it is. What happened to my... Did I lose my... Oh, I moved the browser window a little bit. So we'll just keep it right there. There's Gene. Look. I think everybody remembers Gene. Gene must have hit high pressure and spun back around. So I didn't know anything about storms back then. I wasn't really understanding them. I just wanted spaghetti models. That's all I wanted was spaghetti models. That's all I cared about. George Mayer, what's up? Good morning. With your Jeep. Is that a Jeep? Yep. Oh, it's a Polaris. Or like a Polaris. Sarah wants a Jeep. God, I feel so bad for that girl. She wants to drive. Oh, breaks my heart, man. She grabs the keys. She says, I'm going to get a license. Oh, man, I'm going to break that news to her down the road. She's a good old kid, though. Yeah, a lot of power outages during Gene and Francis. You know, that was a lot of trees down, man. In Florida, we didn't really got hit in a while, so you had all these dead trees. And now I'm hearing myself. Now, how is that even possible? What the hell did I hit? I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, there I am. No? Oh, there I am. Okay. You just had 2 for 1. I already showed I showed the puppies, Tammy. Sorry. I showed Louie. Hey, we could end with Hunter. Come here, Hunter. He ain't gonna come. I have to go get him. We're gonna show Hunter, and then we'll call today. Remember, we're streaming live every day. Bobby, what do you think about the icon? Did you see that? The icon did really good sniffing out our Invest 90. Let's find a really cool satellite to look at while we say our goodbyes. Let's pull up this little guy here. I like this one. It's on WTSP. It's Google-based satellite. Really cool. Oh, look at that tail coming. I'm telling you, watch the tail. The tail of these guys. So we named it Alf. Tropical. Let's let the sucker load. It takes a long time to load on this site. I'm telling you, you watch the tails, especially coming in from the Gulf of Mexico today. We could have some surprise storms coming in. Sometimes we get this rain training because they just sit rain. You know, they move the same direction, so you just get a constant flow of rain. Sometimes, so she's slowly loading. Let me go get Hunter, and then we'll. Oh, thank you, Susie. It's not the best, but works. All right, let me get the dog. Hang on. Come here. Come here, Hunter. Come here, Hunter. The little pig. My little pig. This little pig went to the market. God, he's like a little pig. He snorts like a little pig. This is Hunter, by the way. Everybody say hi, Hunter. Hey, buddy. The original. Now, this is his junior. Hey, what's up, Mark Hall? Yeah, we got a gator a day. Gators are tricky. They take possession of a pond, and they don't stick around very long. You'll get a new resident gator almost every day. Somebody said we got the calmest dogs on the planet. I don't know. I think they just like the limelight. I think it's the halo light that I got. Maybe they think it's like, I better not move. He's going to yawn, watch. Nope. I'd say, hey, Mary. All right, so here's the radar. Finally loaded. But check out the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to look at that spinach. Oh, God, it's so sexy. Going over Atlanta right now, heading toward Athens. Well, actually, I already went through Athens about an hour ago. Man, that is so awesome. Man, look at that. Tropical spinach. We got our first invest, buddy. He looks scared. Don't be afraid. All right, so Anita, thank you. Yeah, they're good little boys. We've had a good time with them. I like little dogs. What do you think, buddy? You a good boy? Say goodbye, everybody. Say see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. All right, so watch your tails. I'm going to talk a lot about that here today. We're going to focus on that. We got storms definitely we're going to have to worry about later today here across Carolinas. So we're watching this area later today as this moves on in. So, again, this could go this way a little bit more, actually. But we're going to see some storms develop today. Really pay attention. Eastern Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. Later today, we could see some surprise little storms popping up. And down here, off of the Gulf of Mexico, current look here. Let me fast forward right here. Look at that. This is all brewing out there right now. It's not a very good shot. Let's go to tropical. See, it's all happening right now. I'm telling you, it's happening now. Look at it. I'm telling you, it's coming. It wasn't even there when we started our little show. Wow. That is bubbling out there. This is happening right now. Weathernerds.org. Look at. I'm telling you, watch out. Coming. Watch out. So, there you go. So, that's it. We're going to go. Have a great day. Oh, thank you, Vicky Hill. They are special. I love them. Good girls. I just ordered another 3,000 stickers, by the way. So, if you ever see me, I hand these little stickers out, and the idea is to put them places. They're scattered all the way through Florida, and now the Turks and Caicos and the Bahamas now. Hey, my buddy Jason, what's up, man? We're just talking about you, Alf the Blob. We're going to talk about more about this blob. It's definitely coming. Tropical spinach. Wow. All right. So I need to report on that. I try to post a lot in the morning hours. If you haven't figured it out by now, I have a routine down. You know, usually like, and it's cool. Jim Cantoria must be the same schedule as I am because he starts posting at 5 in the morning. But I try to hammer a ton of stuff out there between like 6 and 8:30. Do our live. Do some more up until the noontime hour. And then, you know, the key is scrolling up and seeing all the posts, you know. The number one thing that irks me is I'll post something and then somebody's going to ask me something that, you know, why aren't you talking about this? And it might be the post I just did. So you got to scroll up, you know. That's why I got a special spot on my app that says Mike's Post, because a lot of people just want to see, for whatever reason, you know, there's the post, Mike's Post. But anyway, there they all are. So you can, if you don't want to get, you know, go through all the other clutter. But hey, Jason's on here. Real big, quick shout out. Hey, James, softball was good. I got highlights. How can I find them though? Oh, they're on Twitter. Emily got the pitch. She hasn't pitched in since February, believe it or not. She's pitched in practice, but not in games. Well, she did pitch in a game. Not the best circumstances. It's tough to come in as a pitcher in the third, fourth, fifth inning when you're down 5 runs and the morale of the team is done and you didn't warm up. So she did get a couple innings this season, but they weren't really good. But anyway, real quick, we're going to talk about coastal claims. Jason's online here. We've already had a ton of MWPs go to coastal claims. You know, that's I try to not have a lot of supporters because, you know, but I grew up in NASCAR, so you got to have sponsors. I'll have a jacket one day like a NASCAR driver. But Coastal claims, huge, especially in the hurricane season. When you need help getting the most amount of money, then you need help. You deserve it. So we have a lot of adjusters that are big fans of our page. Great, we love you all, but definitely give Coastal Claims a call. Frank Dalton, they're living here in Florida, but they cover the whole U.S. I talk about our neighbors across the street use them and made a few extra bucks along the way. So definitely, if you need help with any sort of insurance claim, especially now that we're entering hurricane season, flood season, tornado season, hail season. I just posted this TikTok on hail. Oh my gosh. Look at this. You won't believe this one. Oh my goodness. So on TikTok, I do post. Look at this. Unbelievable. Watch. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I don't think it's copyrighted, but still, look. That's legit. Look at that. Holes. Holes in the roofs. I mean, I don't know where it was at. Doesn't say anything, but that is legit hail damage through the roofs. And those are tile roofs. Unbelievable. So that was quite the thing. Quite the story. All right. So that's it. Blob and Spinach t-shirt, Maureen. All right. Well, you rock there. Appreciate that. So the support. All right, we're done. That's a good little hour there. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this golf action. Two areas of concern, man. I hate using the word concern, but I'm telling you, this line right here, pushing this way. I'm telling you, we're gonna have some surprise feeder band action later today, and this area right here coming in. In fact, I'm going to screenshot that right there because that's a good shot right there to show. So that's the next post. You just saw the preview of the next post, except I don't want to have my circle off the page because I don't like so we're going to circle like that. And we'll just draw an arrow like that. Kind of giving the idea that, it's going to overlap. That's good enough, I guess. So there you go. All right, cool. All right, so hey, we'll be live tomorrow. Thanks, Trent. Have a good trip to Montana there. Say hi to Mom. Everybody call their mom. I'm very fortunate and have a good mom. She doesn't watch me, though. Long range Memorial Day weekend forecast. Let's look at that real quick. Let's we'll just go to Tropical Tidbits. There is a line flattening out. Let's take a look at the U.S. Memorial Day weekend forecast because I don't even know what it is, honestly. Because I don't even know. You would think I would know. I'm more worried about spaghetti. I wish I could eat some spaghetti. I'm trying to lose some weight. Man. You know, when I got on the keto thing, lost like 20 pounds. It was great. But man, I cannot stay away from chips and beer. Queso and beer. Oh my God, that's my biggest. And pizza. All right, so let's look at long range. All right, so what we're looking at today, you're going to see a blob here. This is expected. This is the low pressure spinning up through the country. Here's Wednesday storms we've been showing you for Western Gulf. This is Wednesday. Let's go into the weekend, though. Here's Friday. All right. Good news is there's really nothing showing up on the backside. Maybe it'd be a nice weekend. Here is the frontal thing hangs around a little bit. So there's Saturday morning, not too bad. A little bit of low pressure spinach here. This is Friday into Saturday, so there could be. All right, makes sense, right? Friday end of the week could be little action there. Euro showing it a little slower. Here, well, this is Friday's. Oh, that's good news. That's Friday. That's Thursday night. So here's Friday. That's about right. So there's Friday. So Friday, East Coast rains, frontal line coming through. This is Friday. This is on the Euro. Wow, look at this, Saturday. Oof, look at that, man. This is normal rain down in Florida. But hey, look at this, man. This is Sunday night. Monday could be like, there's nothing organized. That's a good thing. Look at that. So let's go back to the GFS. There's that frontal line. It's Friday night. A little bit lingers Saturday morning. Sunday. I mean, there's nothing like organized. I mean, there's a little rain here up north of Carolinas Sunday morning, but you know, hey, might be nice, man. Look at that. God, I would love to go out on a boat on Memorial Day weekend. Never go out on a boat on Memorial Day weekend, ever. It is. I have actually went and got subs with Emily, and we've camped out at the Anclote boat ramp on holiday weekends and watched the boaters. I'm a boater. I've been there. But Memorial Day, bad. Stay away from the boat ramps on Monday. But it's going to be a beautiful day. So maybe I'll go bring a 6-pack of Mountain Dew and watch the boat ramp. All right, man. So we'll be back tomorrow. As always, thanks for your support. We got a lot of new subscribers to the page. It's awesome. Shelly helps me a ton there. We have different support levels. Don't have to do anything, obviously. People ask us all the time how they support. We actually give you perks. Yearly perks get the most. We used to try to do the same perks for monthly, but it was so hard. People come and go. So now we just stick to the major perks were yearly. But the monthly still get discounts, access to our little chat room, the calendar. So anyway, thanks for everything. And we'll be live tomorrow. As always, cheers.